What you get?
Hi, welcome to Blahamedia. We got the first ever interview with my first ever lady that I've ever met ever. I didn't know that women existed until I met Erin. And she really set the standards. High standards. And I'll live by them. Forever. Alright, so you're one of those musician things.
That's what I do.
Ever since a youth. How did music start for you?
Music started at the young age of 12 years old.
The ripe age. It was a very confusing time.
This is not going.
It's full of training bras and guitars. That's Erin. It's a 12-year-old.
You summed me up there, Bill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Very briefly, though.
Yeah, that's my eHarmony profile page.
I started singing at 12 years old, but I grew up listening to country music and lots of rock and roll and blues. But I never got into music until middle school.
Oh, that's fun.
Because I didn't like music, honestly.
Weird.
At all.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't remember
I was
probably
always
now.
in a shell. I barely even spoke.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look at me now. You know?
Just nailing it. Training bras and guitars.
Speaking all the time.
Still in training bras and guitars.
Never change.
Stay yourself. I don't know why I
Put
said
that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's training
bras
bras
and guitars.
ErinBurke.com on the back. So you started there. From that point, what was the most exciting musical moment for you? Is it recent? Was it old?
Oh, here's a really early one. This is like the first time I was ever really in front of anybody singing. And it was in middle school, and I had my first solo. And I don't remember what song it was.
Uh-oh.
But we were practicing in the gym for our choir concert. And as the first note I sang, everybody looked at me, and I was like, whoa. You know, so like I was really, really shy, and I didn't think that was going to happen. And like that's the moment I sort of knew that there was something with the voice that I had that, you know, impacted people's ears.
That's super cool. I saw that you did, I don't understand how any of this happened, Jam Turtle TV.
Yeah.
Turn it off, shake it off. Whoa, I don't need you hanging around.
How did that happen?
Jam Turtle TV, it's a Akron-based studio in a really cool building. It's a really old, cool building. He was really, really cool. I think we just connected on social media, like through Facebook or email or something like that. And then he just said, "Come on up to the studio," and that's how.
That's super cool. How many instruments can you play?
Okay. So my main instrument is guitar. I play that one, no problem. Pick it up and can play it.
The guitar.
Second would be ukulele. I can also pick that one up and play it. I can play a little bit of piano. I actually started on piano, but
wow.
Yeah, it was a little light-up keyboard that I learned a lot of really classic songs on. Just like, I don't know, but because it lit up. So
1,000
cool.
miles.
I learned that.
Yeah, I knew you would. Did you learn Somewhere Over the Rainbow on ukulele? Because that's the other
Yes,
one.
that was
yeah,
the first
see, exactly.
song
Everyone.
I taught my brothers. I taught my friends. They know.
Is there an instrument that you wish you could learn that you haven't?
Probably the mandolin. That's,
For real?
Yeah, I really.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a cool answer.
Yeah.
I would say the didgeridoo. We both did it at the same time.
Yours is like.
I know. Mine was real close. You had the long didgeridoo. You were like, you're like, what kind of form is that, Bill? Get that didgeridoo out of here. Didgeridoo.
Like this.
So, how many songs do you think you would have?
This is a terrible question.
Ouch.
Alright.
You come in my home.
Really suck,
Yeah, you just come in my home. Disrespect me in front of all these people. There's one person in the room.
I guess I should say first that I've never been much of a songwriter. I only started because I was like, I want to make a living doing this, and I don't want to do it through covers. Not that you really can. I mean, if you do through YouTube, you probably can.
Exactly. You have to have some production quality there, though.
Yeah. So, I started songwriting at 18, and my first song was Invincible.
You kiss me, yeah, you change my mind. You make it wanna happen for the first time. Yeah.
I know that one. I love that one.
Yeah.
It's
So
good.
I was about to go in like one moment. Like, go to this one.
Ole!
You're invincible. Okay, so as far as how many songs I've written, probably like 15,
Yeah.
12 to 15 maybe.
Don't feel uncomfortable.
It's just very uncomfortable.
I know it. You said about 15 or 16. Out of all of those, which one would you say is probably the most important to you? Is it always the newest one? Is that one always your favorite? That's how it is for me. I don't know.
I try to make every single next song I write my most favorite.
Exactly.
There is one that I'm always struggling on, but it is my favorite. It's called You. But it's always switching titles and it's always switching words. It's by my boyfriend. Wow. That's probably my favorite one. I think it is like basically my most recent one, besides the one that I co-wrote with my producer for the EP. That's the one that's been clipped down to size.
So you recently announced that you were going to be doing an EP soon, and you did a crowdfund page for it. I'm going to put the link right here. So pretty. Nobody's going to watch this.
In the first place.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, I tried to power through your interview, but that guy would not shut up. So how did all that happen?
I kind of told like the whole story on my page of how it came about.
Okay.
But it's really just the thought of, after my first EP, I want to make a second.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Sometime soon, and I want it to be way better. The first EP really got music that I had written solely, like without really many co-writers or most of the songs on there, even though there's only 4 songs. But, I wrote majority of all of them.
Okay.
And so, like, that was an accomplishment. Like, that gave me a lot of experience. Like, when I went into the recording studio, and I was like, okay, like, this is kind of how I want it. But at the same time, I was like so inexperienced. I had no idea what I was doing.
That's true. Yeah.
So, like, second time around, I'm like, man, I want to do that again, and I want to have these songs really formulated to connect with everybody, not just one crowd of people, I guess. And I felt that my first EP was only for like my friends and my family, thinking I was cute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna do this little music thing.
Yeah, and so like this one, I really wanted to put me, on the spot, on the map, wherever that is in the music industry, or mainly country genre. I mean, obviously that's going to one.
No, I see what you're saying.
Group of people, but
yeah.
I mean, a lot of people kind of like. Country. A lot of people love country. Country.
You should have said it like that the whole time. So it's a lot more country. Some people love country. Just keep saying it. With a wine glass as you're letting it breathe. Oh, country. Chardonnay. Yeah, the really long cigarette.
And then I met Matt and connected with him through Facebook. And because, I always look for people to add through Facebook who are in music, and I was like, oh, Matt works in Ohio, and he will really, really help me get to where I want to be with how he produces and how he can guide me in the songs that I write, because he's gonna help me a lot as far as like songwriting goes.
Yeah, I bet.
He knows.
Yeah.
He just knows.
He just knows.
No.
Okay, so you perform a lot. A lot.
All the time,
All the time. Here I am doing
All the time.
So, has anything super crazy happened while you were performing?
There were these 2 drunk guys, and it was like nearing the end of my show, and one guy's like screaming out all these country songs. I have no idea what they are, even though I'm trying to be all country and stuff, but I have no idea any of these country songs. And then he's like, it's okay, my friend's got diabetes and he's only got 3 years to live. And then his friend goes, yeah, it's true. And I'm like, really? He's like, I'm like, I don't believe you, but I am so sorry. And then guys like, it's okay, and they just like drink their beers.
So at me as an artist, especially because I have super limited range and super limited talent, there's certain songs I can't do. Is there any songs like covers that you wish you could have done, but you can't do? You just found that when you're playing it, you just can't do it. You're much more vocally talented than I am.
Rhythmically, sometimes I can't do songs. Like the way that it's like, say if it's a pop song and it has this crazy beat happening, but then there's like I guess like a nice melody over that, but you're trying to get like that beat in to make it,
I can feel that.
you know, really memorable, I guess, to the audience. Like a lot of times that happens to me, like with pop songs.
Okay.
I can't name really one right now, but
yeah, that's fine. I have one last question that I'm very excited to ask. This is my favorite question to ask anybody ever. What was the hardest time you've ever laughed? It doesn't have to be top number 1. It has to be within like top 10, top 5.
I've ever laughed?
Yeah, the hardest time you've ever laughed. Full story.
Oh my god.
I know, it's hard. It hits you. It's such a hard question.
I used to laugh really hard in middle school in front of the boys that I really, really liked. And like, I got along with everybody. I don't even really think there's a story behind the hardest time I ever laughed. It's just like, every time I would get around these boys that I liked,
it was like
anything they said, I was like, you know, I was dying. Embarrassing laugh.
That story was worth it just for the face. You immediately jump from laughing to just crying. As you crumble.
I'm laughing really hard now.
Thank you so much for doing this. This is great.
Thank you, Bill. Thanks for having me out.
Cool. I just like,
Was that really awkward? Like, say that again, because I was like...
Thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
I want you to know that you're the best human I know.
Wow. I mean, I am.
I mean, like, duh. Thank you so much. Tune in next time to Blahamedia stuff if you wanna, or don't. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not your father. And I give it up for Erin. If you're clapping right now, you're on a computer. Thank you. You're on a computer. We can't hear it. But this is way after the fact.
Thanks for having me out, Bill.
You're the best. Celebratory high five. Yeah!
That was so bad, though.
Yeah! Erin, no! Yeah! We're done.
And then we just gotta hit everything down. Like, I hate this stuff. Hi everyone, my name is Erin Burke. I'm a singer-songwriter from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm gearing up for my next record.